Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Nothing is moving much at all pre-market. This is probably the slowest we've had all month, if not the last 2 months. So for those who don't know, we do have FOMC tomorrow. That just means they're just going to discuss whether they're going to increase the rate hikes or not, interest rates. That is always 2 hours before market close. Jerome Powell will be speaking. That is tomorrow. IBRX, if you want to grab some, you can grab some. I would have a stop loss just below 290. I expect this one to run again. It's done it the last 2 days in a row. Look at the chart, bullish. I traded this yesterday. I still have some from my alert in the Discord at 264. I'm expecting 335. I'm hoping it can get to $5 by the end of the week. Obviously, that's just very dependent on what happens with the FOMC, depending on the rate hikes. But I expect this to run. It's holding 290 from yesterday, became an area of support. So if you want to grab some, you can grab some. I would have a stop loss just below 290. That's how I would trade this one. That is your cue if you wanted to take a trade. Guys, post some tickers as well in the chat or on my Twitter so I can post some tickers for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys ask me all the time. So now's your chance as well. It's easier for me to talk through it as well if you want to look at some tickers. Anything else trading related, anything in general about trading, how I trade, all those kind of things. If you want to ask, you can learn from me. I will teach you what I can. Through Discord, through the YouTube as much as I can, but the majority and everything that I do is in my Discord. But if you guys have any questions, I will answer what I can at the moment. AVTX is simple. If you look on my Twitter, I posted it. Very, very easy chart to look at. Use a larger time frame. Look what's happened. It's broken out of the falling wedge. Here are your next levels. We can see it hasn't held this 0.112. This is your big area of support now, 0.1, and so on. So these are your levels here. So you have 0.1 is your support. It needs to get above this level, then it needs to get above this, and then 0.135. There is your chart. Very clear to see on that. NVOS, this wasn't looking too good from what I know. It had a channel down pattern, I think. You can say this is technically a channel down pattern, so it is bullish. So the price action is doing what you expect to happen, right? So like this, you expect it to break to the upside. When is it going to do that? I have zero idea. The only idea that I do have is that it is a bullish chart pattern. You should expect it to break above. That does not mean buy the stock now. I don't know when it's going to run. I don't know if it will run. A lot of people are in this. I don't know who is trading this, but it's got kind of bad theme to it. But if you're looking on the technical side, that's what I'm doing, is you should expect it to break above. If you're trying to look for entries, I would wait for around the support level rather than trying to buy around here, or just lower to the support line rather than the resistance. So there we go on NBOS. SVRC is right here. This is it. I'm just basing it off as a day trade kind of thing, a setup. $7 is your psychological support, 870 is your high. That's kind of where you're at. Simply looking at the trend, downtrend. Need the trend line to break, and then obviously 870. Larger time frame. 886 is your resistance level here, and then 951, and then you have a lot of room all the way up to 21. So I would just base it off these levels first. So this 870 is just the high of today. Then you have this 887. I would kind of just ignore that. I would focus more on after 870 break, you have 951. So that's what I would focus on. But if you're looking for the setup like right now is what I'm kind of focusing on. What do we notice? It's pulled back to $7 support. It's held there once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, whatever. It's like 10 minutes area of support, right? That means that if it wasn't to hold this, it probably would have dumped already. The fact that it's holding this, we get a bullish engulfing candle. We're expecting reversal. It's breaking the downtrend. Once it breaks this downtrend, it should push for higher day. So That's what I have for this SPRC at the moment. I mean, SPRC is kind of the only thing that's running, so I think everyone will jump into it if it does continue to hold this level. VSME slowly breaking out of this falling wedge, which is not good. It's not looking good at all at the moment. Big dump since the news here. For me personally, Levy, I'm not sure if you know that I don't trade these sub $1 plays, but if it does get over $1, then maybe I'll watch it. But at the moment, I mean, this is your area of support, right? You can see here 1, 2, 3. So maybe this could be a good possible entry here if you wanted to try and take some. Stop loss would be 3 to 5%. That's simply how I would trade this. This falling wedge isn't really applicable anymore, but you can see that this is a solid area of support. So this is a possible good entry here. I would just have a stop loss 3 to 5%. Your high of day is 112 on that. IBRX is going green. It's pushing up. This is probably going to keep going up and up and up. So if you miss out, don't be upset. I gave it to you guys yesterday on Twitter as well. Under $3 at like 270, and I said don't miss it. If you don't cry if you miss it. So I know some people did miss it, but I'm not too sure why they didn't enter the trade. It was a very simple setup. Looking at a larger time frame, it's very bullish. Just simply playing the momentum. There's no need to look at anything else really than what is in front of you, and that's just the trend. So the trend is your friend. Trade it. Don't need to get all complicated with all these MACD crossovers, RSI, all of that stuff. There's no need to look at that at all. If you're just simply looking for that kind of setup. CDT from yesterday, 150 is your 120. I'm going to move this to 120, 130. I'll move this to 130. So 130 is your area of support here. We can see that. Why is it this level? Simply because it ran up, pulled back to this level here all day yesterday. It held this, it finally ran up. I gave this to you guys as well yesterday. I said if it breaks 143, you can enter 142. I know a lot of people in the Discord did do that, and they made some good money on that. So it was around this level here. All it was simply just breaking this resistance. You got that bullish engulfing candle here. Yes, it pulled back a little bit. However, it still did continue and run up all the way to 157 yesterday, which was nice. Right now, yeah, it's right on this 130 support. It needs to hold this level at the moment. It's been respecting it yesterday. It's not that much of price action, but safe entries are obviously above 157 in my opinion. CNTX, I just have this on watch because it was up a little bit. I'm actually going to remove this now. It doesn't look too great, so I'm just going to remove that one. NXPL. Really, there's a lack of volume, even from the runners from yesterday. Usually you have at least 2 or 3 from yesterday that were running that hold or have some kind of momentum into the next day. But clearly we can see there is not one of them. The only one that I would look at is probably this IBRX. This MRSN does look good. Safe entries are way above 165. Risky entries above 120, and that's kind of it, to be honest. So this doesn't, it's okay. I mean, the volume isn't there, but that's kind of a setup that's there. Yeah, CDT, just keep the eye on this 130, just mark this level here, and then just mark the high. That's all you need to do on that. VSME, I'm not sure if you did grab this Levy, but it might be a possible entry simply because it's on the support level. So lower risk here. It hasn't dumped below it, so if you do enter, good luck on that one. Post some tickers, guys. I know there's quite a few of you in here. Post some tickers so I can go over them for you guys. Also, if you have any general questions about trading, what I do, how I trade, all that kind of stuff, feel free to ask. I will also post the Discord link here below so you guys can join if you want. I mean, there's only like 2 spots for this month, but I know tomorrow there will be more spots open since it is the start of the month. So if you want to join in November, feel free to join tomorrow. There will be probably, I think, only like 10 to 11 spots, or 10 to 12, sorry. 10 to 12 spots in the Discord if you want to join for the month of November. So feel free. They do go up pretty quick. Once they are gone, they are gone. Nothing on LMDX. I looked at it, but it just kind of kept coming down. Yeah, look. So, I mean, look, simply looking in the trend line, what's happening? Downtrend, right? I know that yes, it did run up to this 0.15 earlier. Ever since that news or whatever reason it ran, it is still coming back down. It is kind of a falling wedge. No, it's not. So yeah, for me, I wouldn't be interested in this at the moment. Wait for the trend line break is kind of the only thing at the moment. I wouldn't be entering this trade at all because you're just kind of catching a falling knife. So I would just avoid this trade at the moment. Yes, it'll probably run it later today. But you'll only know if it does break the trend line. If it's going to keep going down, just let it do its thing. You think RBH could offer a bounce offer today after pre-market, after bounce today after pre-market trading hours yesterday? I didn't really have a look. I put this on the watch list, so it was in a bullish pennant like this. I think the 15-minute. So like this, we do. I mean, the only thing I would wait for 595. That's the purple line. The purple line means where you can look for possible entries. That's what that line means. If you guys don't know or new or don't know what these colors mean, go onto my Twitter. It's my pin post. It tells you exactly what color each line means. I will go over it quickly. The yellows are just the highs and lows. A blue is just a simple key or just a simple support and resistance. Orange is just this area of support. And then the purple is where you can look for possible entries. That's kind of how it is. But it is on my Twitter, my pin posts. This one is, yeah, I mean, look, you can see what's happening, right? If we just remove this, we don't really need this line anymore. 515, we can move it up here if you want to be exact. 527 is your area of support. Okay, why have I put it there? Because it's area of support simply, that's the only reason. Say for entries above 595, why? Because it's been acting as an area of resistance. If you want to, I would say wait for $6 because it's right next to that psychological level. So yeah, that's kind of where I would play. I wouldn't be trading right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know why you wouldn't be trading now. It's in that gambling zone, that consolidation zone, guessing zone, whatever you want to call it. This is not my kind of trading style. I wouldn't want to be trading within this level. I'd wait for clear direction before I would enter that. CHRS, this ran yesterday, didn't it? This did run yesterday. There was a triple bottom. It did push off it, and then just nothing else after that. I really haven't charted this since yesterday. If we clear this whole chart and look at it simply on the 15 minutes, right? I mean, look at it like that. What can you see or you notice is that it's in a downtrend, right? You don't play downtrends. There's no need to play downtrend. It might be a possible falling wedge on this setting up, so this could be bullish actually, looking back at it. And then now you can just mark off where's an area of support. So simply this level here could be 275. That would be your area of support. So that's the orange line that I just mentioned. Where would you enter? You need to wait for a break, trend break. I would maybe wait for $3. I don't know where I'll enter if this does give me an opportunity. It just depends how it does open. 335, and then you can have 357. So I'm gonna actually put this on my watch list because it is pretty much setting up how I like it. Former runner from yesterday as well, so this is probably worth a watch. I'm gonna put this up here. I don't really have any top 2 stocks at the moment, Alice. I don't really rank my plays. There's no real yeah. I just wait till open. There's nothing. It's difficult to say which plays are gonna run or something like that. So it's the moment I don't really have 2 top 3 plays. I mean, you can look on the left hand side here. The blue ones are just the plays on my watch list. That's kind of it. But there's nothing I would tell you to buy more than another one. There's no real. I don't really kind of trade like that, to be honest. This is a falling wedge pattern. So it's a bullish chart. So I'm just expecting a break above. If this was during intraday, I would definitely be entering this trade. Since it isn't intraday, I don't enter these trades because it's much riskier during pre-market. However, if you want to enter now, it's a lot higher risk. But yeah, keep this on watch. On this one here. So yeah, look, so the price action on this for a falling wedge, if you don't know, you should look it up on Google. It's very simple. This is what you expect to happen on this trade, like that. It needs to obviously hold 275, which is that area of support. This is big dump. This got dumped big time. I mean, look at it, right? Alice, you can see there. I don't think I have to explain much about this downtrend, right? So wouldn't be touching this at all. Doesn't look great, to be honest. So where would you enter? Simply, all you need to do is wait for a trend line break. That's kind of how I would trade it. But yeah, I wouldn't be touching it now. There's no reason to be touching it. It's way too bearish for my liking. IBRX, we need to hold this 290 level. 335 is your big area of resistance. SPRC, this is getting dumped as well. Could put this as a level here. Was it $6? Put $6 at the moment. But yeah, nothing's really looking too good at the moment, to be honest with you guys. Nothing is really running. Well, there isn't anything running, put it that way. I know a lot of people are going to be trading this AVTX, so this will probably be a one to watch it open. I do expect this to run. I do expect it to continue to the upside. It hasn't ran in a while. It's got this breakout finally, and it got some news, so it will give it momentum to the upside. When do you enter? I have no idea when to buy, but I would just rather wait for pullbacks than just trying to jump in for no reason because you think it's going to go up. So all I would do is now look on the 5-minute or whatever 15-minute chart, mark the high and mark an area of support, and then go from there. Here's your area of support, so 0.178, 108, and there's your high. That's all you need to focus on now. This is your range that you can look at. If it breaks this, you expect continuation. If it comes down, you expect it to pull back, right? So in my opinion, I would not be entering now. If you want to enter now, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, it's just a lot higher risk. Safe entries above the high of daybreak. I do expect this to continue up to the upside. I expect it to run today. It's looking bullish. Look at the 1-hour chart. We have all green candles. Your next area, I mean, your big level is this 0.188. So yes, I do expect this to continue to the upside today. It's breaking a downtrend as we speak. A lot of people will be trading this, so it's going to be very, very volatile. So just be careful with this trade. You need a much larger stop loss than I would usually use, which is a 3% stop loss. Especially with these sub $1 plays, anything can happen. They can get dumped right at open, or they can run pretty crazy. That's just the risk you have to trade with these sub $1 plays. That's why I kind of avoid them. Just watch for this 0.1275 break. But yeah, this looks good. For those who do like the sub $1 plays. Thanks for you, man. No problem, Michael. No problem, bro. What's this level? We can mark this level as a possible area of support. What is this? 675. CHRS. Keep that one to watch. MRSN. Lack of volume on this though, unfortunately. MCOM. Did this run yesterday? This was running yesterday, right? I think 12% yesterday. I think it's got dumped. Nothing too crazy on this. I mean, if we're just looking at it from pre-market, it did run up, right? I mean, well, this thing's 4 cents. Yeah, I don't know. This is something that I would completely avoid personally because it is 4 cents. Kind of just mark that high and watch if it breaks that. At the moment, it's just wouldn't be trading this right now. Since that high, it's been pulled back. There's no sign of reversal, no trend line break, no sign of any bullish movement, to be honest with you. If you want to say anything positive about it, I guess it's found an area of support here at this point. I don't even know, 385 cents or 3 cents, whatever. So this is kind of what I have with these charts. If there's not much price action to identify what's going on, just simply mark the high and the low and just go from there. Breaks the high, look for entries. If it goes below, just let it fall till it starts to reverse. It's kind of just this brief description of how you could trade it. VSME looks like it is reversing. I did mention this earlier that this does look like it'll probably reverse. Why? Because this is an area of support. It should push to the upside. You do need this trendline break for any possible entries. CDT is holding this level as well. I'm going to watch as 130 into open. CHRS, nothing really going on yet, but this is possibly going to run at open. Why do I say that? In a falling wedge, it's bounced off this 275 level. It is respecting its falling wedge. It is a runner from yesterday, 15%, so there is a possibility that this can run. This is probably going to be the top runner into open in my opinion. This is a falling wedge right now. I do expect this to break out as we speak right now. It's looking very good. It's probably going to be the top runner at the moment simply because it's the only thing that is kind of running at the moment. So if you wanted to grab this trade, you could try and look for possible entry. I'd have my stop loss just below 675 if you were to try and get in this trade now. I will post it on Twitter for you guys as well. So watch this one for a breakout. I'll be here. I'm just going to go over my watch list and then I've got to head into Discord. ABVC. ABVC was down 12% yesterday, down 2% today. It's not looking good on a larger time frame. Let's just clear it up and see what's going on. No. So Alice, I mean, you can see this, right? I mean, I don't think I have to explain too much about this one either, right? Look at it. So big bearish movement, no sign of reversal, nothing at the moment. So there's your downtrend, simply like that. You needed to break above. Safe entries are, I mean, I don't know, it's difficult to say on this. You need to start to see it once it breaks this to at least push to the upside like that with an uptrend, because if you're going to keep trying to play a downtrend, it's going to be just fighting an uphill battle. So for now, I would just avoid it, but just see if you can get a downtrend break at least. Yeah, so I'm just going to go to my watch list. SPRC will probably be my #1 pick if I was to say anything about this. I'm not sure if anyone did grab this. I expect this to probably run today, if nothing else will, simply because this is the only thing that's running. Small cap traders and just traders in general will probably jump onto this. IBRX, I like this play a lot. I'm going to watch this into open. I still do have some from yesterday. CHRS, I like this setup as well. It's in a falling wedge, so I expect this to break out. $3 is safe entries on that. CDT, probably this one will probably run as well. It's holding that 130 level. Should push to the upside, hopefully get 157 break. And then VSME, I'm not too worried about it actually. It's $3, sub $1 play, so I'll just remove that for me. But that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of the pre-market kind of setups. The rest of my stuff is in the Discord where all my alerts are with stop loss targets, all that kind of thing. Yesterday was a fantastic day in the Discord. Went 6 for 6 on all the alerts that I gave, which was great. Had a few runners as well, which was awesome. But if you guys want to join, I posted a link there. There will be more spots open tomorrow. 10 to 12 spots will be open for the month of November, so feel free to join if you want. But yeah, I will continue to post some charts on Twitter, but my main focus will be on the Discord for the remainder of the year. But I hope you guys do have a great rest of your day. Enjoy it and make sure you keep your stop loss. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.